So how do you turn a free speaking engagement into a paid one?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
If you're speaking or people are just asking you to speak for free, you got to think. You got to think for a second, because you obviously want to go from speaking for free to getting paid to speak. You want to make some money. So you got to think, how do you turn a free gig into a paid gig? What do you got to do? And so first off, you got to think in terms of, why are people even asking you to speak for free? That's number one. So if you're getting asked to speak for free, usually it's because you don't look like you're worth paying for. So a lot of people don't seem to get this, where they want to charge something and people keep saying no, and they think, well, why are they saying no? And it's because someone doesn't think you're worth paying for. Whereas if I were to say to Tony Robbins, like, hey man, I want you to come speak at our event for free, he'd laugh at me. And I'd have to give him one of these, but he'd still laugh at me. And so you got to think, do you look like you're worth paying for? So that's what you got to pay attention to at the very beginning, is, are you worth paying for? Or not, are you worth, do you look like you're worth paying for? And so first, figure out, why are people asking you to speak for free all the time? Now you got to think in terms of just seeing long term. And in terms of just seeing long term is, if you don't look like you're worth paying for, then you got to think in terms of, how do I get video footage? How do I get the testimonials? How do I get the pictures? And the way you do that is you actually do a free gig or 2 gigs, or even pay to be on a stage just to get the video footage. Think long term. Do not think, oh, this one person is asking me to speak for free. They're asking me to do this for free. Oh no, I'm never going to do it. You got to think long term. So when they say, if someone contacts you and says, hey, we want you to do this, and oh, we don't have the money. Well, now you say, well, how many people are going to be in the audience? And they say, oh, there's going to be 500,000 people. And so you say, okay, I can actually get some great video footage from this. I can probably get some good testimonials. Okay, cool, no problem. You're thinking not just this one gig, but these gigs are the ones that are going to pay you. This is the one gig that you do for free, the 1 or 2 gigs that you do for free. These are the gigs that are going to pay you. And when you think long term, you think in terms of building your image. So when a lot of people say, how do I turn a free gig into a paid one? The way you think in terms of that is just thinking, how do I build my brand so I look like I'm worth paying for? So this is literally like chess. So you don't think just about one move. In chess, you don't say, okay, let me just think one move ahead. That's not how you play chess. And it's not how you should play the game of business, of your speaking business either. To where you don't think, oh, this one free gig, no, I'm not going to do it. You don't think just this one gig, just like you don't think one move ahead. You think, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead. So this one gig is free. Maybe the second gig is free, depending on how much testimony, how much footage and brand you have. Then after that, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moves, after all that, now you start charging and you start saying, hey son, it's going to cost you $1 million. Slavery ended a long time ago. I ain't doing squat for free. So that's how you get them to agree to essentially pay you. But just don't think in terms of the one gig. And here's the thing, if you don't have a great image, if you don't have a great brand, you got to join the Speak Pro Academy, because I freaking include pictures in there, tons of pictures you can use for your website. We have a pre-built WordPress website for you. So if you don't have a great website, you get an entire WordPress website in there. Pictures, website, all the training, the documents, everything in there. So if people are asking you to speak for free, it's because you don't look like you're worth paying for. And when you join the Speak Pro Academy, you instantly become a person like someone, or you instantly become someone that people think you're worth paying for, because I've included everything, the good website, the good pictures, everything that you need to look like you're worth paying for. And so just think that. Think several moves ahead rather than just that one move, rather than just that one gig.